What is up, y'all? Welcome back to Psych Yard. Here's all my socials right away. I just wanted to say this video was actually filmed a couple months ago. I filmed it twice over, me and my buddy Dom the mechanic. So if you notice, it goes like back and forth from this camera and my iPhone. That is why. I still just really wanted to get this video out. I could re-record it again, to be honest. He's already done more stuff to the car, but I'm just gonna try to get this out as fast as I can. I haven't been making a lot of long videos lately. I think it's been a month since I got my last long video out, but hopefully you've been seeing all the shorts I've been making, all the photos that I've been posting. Check my Instagram especially. And yeah, let's get right into the Audi video. I'm going to check out Dom the mechanic's Audi. We're in the Camry. And here is Dom the mechanic's Audi A4. What year is this thing again?
98.
98.
Good old B5. So I saw it on Marketplace. I scraped together the money for it. I had enough. It was 3,000 bucks, and I bought it. And I was like, well, I got to get rid of the Durango, get some money back, and try as I might, I could barely get any money for that thing. I think it was like 1,200 bucks I sold it for. It had a broken frame and a lot of issues, but if I was lucky to get that money for it, honestly, so I'll take it.
Wait, what did you get for the Durango?
1,200 bucks.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good.
All right.
How long ago did you get this thing?
So I've gotten this, it's like 3 months ago now probably. I've had it a good bit. I've done quite a bit to it already, but so I saw this on Marketplace a while ago, and I've been eyeing up B5s for quite a long time. I've wanted a sedan, a daily, or a coupe, or whatever I could find, something small. But I really wanted an all-wheel drive car, and this is. And I also wanted a manual car, and this is.
A quattro manual.
What else did I want? A 4-cylinder turbo. This has got it. It's the exact spec A4 that everybody wants. It's the good trim, the good one. It's got the tan interior with the blue accents. It's actually a very rare interior. I've never seen another one in person.
So he's lowered it, he's put it on some springs already.
Springs? I put coilovers on this bit.
Got the Momo wheels. I love these rims on this thing.
Yeah, so it's got Momo wheels. I got these for $200.
You're ugly, you're disgusting, I'm gonna kill you, give me $200.
The back two are a little bit bent, so I can kind of feel a little vibration on the highway. It's not that bad, but it's not that great either.
How did you just do that? Only in the damn hood.
I haven't really noticed it in the rods. Look at the fitment he's got on this thing. It's tucked way up in there.
Yeah, the back is a little bit lower than the front right now.
There's a 10 CD disc changer.
So you can see we have a 10 disc CD changer in it. I don't know exactly how it works here. I think it's broken, I'm not gonna lie, but
we don't use CDs anymore.
We don't use CDs. Oh, I fixed it. Haha.
Are there some in there? Just some classics.
Oh, nothing. Oh, I didn't expect that.
That looks like some 90s.
Yeah, this is the most 1990s shit I've ever seen.
Like a floppy disk. Look at all those service records.
Dude, yeah, so many stacks of them, I love it.
Got the emergency triangle up here. I don't think Audi does it like that, but Mercedes only puts those on their European vehicles.
Yeah, Audi puts them on all their cars, at least they used to. I don't think they do anymore, but you'll see this on a lot of 90s German cars, BMWs, and some Mercedes I bet will have them.
What are all these things?
That is the original floor jack. It's actually my favorite floor jack I've ever used, because you can just do that instead of fucking around with the stupid little thing that you flip on there and then you...
The little nub?
Nah, I can just use it like a normal wrench or something, I guess.
Does that one lay flat like this too? Can you crank it up?
Nah, when you crank it up, it sits like this. I'll show you. I don't know if it fits under there anymore, but...
Wow, yeah, that's kind of like a cool angle. I don't know, not a cool angle, but a unique one.
It's up on there.
Super easy.
Goes under there, and I found out it's actually still got the original factor there as well. Look at that.
Wow, that is a donut.
That is a donut. It's an old, I think this thing's a 15. So, I could give you that tire.
Dude, this thing's even on hydraulics too.
Yeah, and they work. Kind of.
I hear it.
It stays up, all right? I think that's how it's supposed to.
And look at the body lines on this thing. They're perfect.
It's just styled really well. It's a relic, but it's a relic from a great era from Audi. Yeah, what have I done to it? Not much. It's mostly stock. It's got a catless downpipe. You can see it's still a stock downpipe, but I cleared the cat out. See, it's still a stock KO3 turbo. Eventually I'm gonna do a GT28 swap on it, do injectors and a fuel pump too. And then I found a 290 horsepower tune from United Motorsports. I'll put that on.
290, that'll be fast in this. What is it, like
really
3,000 pounds?
But, no, it's 3,000. But this clutch is on its last legs. It will not take 290 horsepower. So this engine's coming out eventually. So I can do a clutch. Or I can try to take the tranny out, but I think the subframe's in the way. Trannies are kind of forward on these. You can see the shift linkage right down there. Yeah, engine ends are here, and that's where the tranny starts, basically. What else have I done? New coolant fluid expansion tank.
Yeah, that thing's definitely standing out.
New brake fluid reservoir. Both of those kind of blew up. This thing cracked along the seam here. Spit all its coolant out. And then I was replacing brake lines, and this, when I put the the brake fluid flush machine on there from my dealership. I work at a Volkswagen dealer.
Volkswagen, das Auto.
So all our tools from there apply to this car. Well, it just blew out all the backside of it and leaked all its fluid out, so I was kind of stuck for a day there. I think I actually taped it up and I just fucking sent it, dude. I'm not gonna lie, but it's really sketchy.
Yeah, it looks really good in here, actually.
Really good too. Yeah, this thing's been really, really well taken care of. It was grandpa owned for a long time. I think the guy died and it ended up at an auction where the last owner bought it. He didn't do shit to it. He just fixed the exhaust leak and that was it. It's also got a billet diverter valve, which you will not be able to see up here. I fixed a few boost leaks. You can see I've got a new intake manifold to diverter valve.
Is this the air intake here too? Like,
yeah, this is all part of it. That goes to the air box there. This all comes apart pretty easy, but I'm not gonna do that right now.
right into the front.
Yeah, right in there. Bumper. So this is as cold air of a cold air intake you will get. If you see a filter sitting right here by a exhaust manifold and a downpipe and a turbo, that is not cold. That is hot. That is a hot air intake. The stock one is
outside.
Cold. Keep your stock airbox on these motherfuckers. You don't need anything more, especially on anything less than a GT28. Anything more than that maybe, but there's a kit that actually modifies that turbo to drop right in like a stock KO3 turbo.
Where would the turbo sit in here?
Turbo's right down there. You can actually see it. That is a turbo.
Like what, the more brown part, or?
Yeah, the rusty shit that the downpipe's connected to.
Oh yeah,
that's
like
the turbo.
Sensor right there?
Yep, O2 sensor, turbo right there. Do not touch it. It's very, very hot.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
That's the exhaust side of it there. And then intake side's right on the other side in the front. That's a turbo. Look, everybody. Yeah, one of the biggest issues is that this is an old cable throttle fucking AEB motor, so it's hard to find tunes for it, but 290 horsepower tune on a Garrett turbo. I think that should be more than enough for me to have a lot of fun with. Gap quite a few vehicles in that, but
it's just such a light car too. It's
super
it'll
light.
Be fun.
I mean, that's double the stock horsepower, and it doesn't feel slow. But this is cruise control. This little bar here. There's a little actuator underneath it right here that pushes down on it, just like that, when you put on the cruise control. Mine doesn't work because I have ABS issues, but
in my Toyota, when I put the cruise control on, it'll actually like pull my pedal down.
Yeah, so yours has got a very, very similar setup to that. Yep,
First time I did it, I thought I was dying.
The nigga swung his body.
That's what my Dodge did too, and I was like, what the f? This thing doesn't roll away.
One pair of pants later.
Very, very soon, things are gonna start changing a lot. The intercool, it's essentially stock from here up right now. This intercooler is right about to be connected. We've got 2-liter coil packs coming. Ignition control module, delete.
Man, delete that shit, bro. Delete it.
We're getting rid of that. It's giving me nothing but issues right now. Every once in a while I get a fire on every single cylinder. I wonder why, because 30-year-old control modules don't last very long. In the next couple of weeks I'm going to get this United Motorsports Stage 3 Plus tune on it. It is for 300 all-wheel horsepower and a GT28 turbo. We will be replacing the stock turbo with a GT RS Eliminator kit, which is literally just a GT28 turbo modified to fit on the stock manifold and intake. So the engine's just going to look stock, even though it's going to have a lot done to it. It's going to be super cool. It's going to be super sleeper.
Gonna be able to put the bumper back on and make it look completely normal.
Bumper's going to come back on, and I mean, if you don't see the intercooler, you're just going to think it's a stock A4 until it's flying the past you.
Now I'm gonna start, since I review cars, I'm gonna start making a total list or like a combined list of all the cars and where they rank. And that means I need to rank them on a couple features. I will be ranking these cars on styling, acceleration, handling, fun factor, the cool factor, features, comfort, quality, practical, and value. So let's get started. Let's look at the styling. I mean, honestly, I'd give it like an 8 out of 10 to be honest. This thing looks really good, really sleek. Yeah, honestly, a classic look.
It's rather timeless in my opinion. It doesn't particularly age poorly at all. I think the longer it lives, the better it looks compared to most modern cars.
Yeah, I would put some different rims on there.
Oh yeah, those aren't staying. Those will be my winter wheels.
Yeah, let's look at the inside too. Yeah, I would give this an 8 out of 10 for styling. It definitely has some character. It's not minimalist. There's definitely some design going on here. All right, let's see how it accelerates. Woo! Yeah, she was pretty nimble, lightweight.
Yeah, it weighs about 3,000 pounds. And this guy's doing a wheelie. Hell yeah, brother.
Happy Labor Day. Great for a lightweight car. I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10 for acceleration.
I would have to agree. It's better than a Honda Civic, but it's not particularly fast. It is a 1998 turbo 4-cylinder. It does what they do. They're not that fast.
All right, let's see how she handles now. We're in Mexico, so don't you guys worry about us at all. Super grippy immediately. Yeah, and his Shih Tzu.
Think about it going home.
Very little body roll.
Yeah, I love it. Handles great.
This thing feels like a rally car. I mean, I've never been in one, but it's how I imagine it. All right, and I'd give that a 7.5 out of 10 for the handling. That's really impressive, to be honest. The Quattro's sweet. All right, and up next we have the fun factor. This thing is a manual Quattro car. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's pretty fast. It's pretty light. Then on the cool factor, I would give this thing an 8, especially with the bumper off. Just look at this thing. Oh yeah.
Nobody in the comments about to talk about my intercooler not being connected yet. There is a tiny intercooler there that is connected. Stock.
Ooh, it's still warm. Up next we have features. I haven't I don't have too much actual experience with this, but I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. What do you think? I mean,
I would say probably 5 out of 10, honestly. Still gotta glaze it.
does it have the fully auto seats? I forget.
No, it's full manual on this one. The newer D5s have them, but this one doesn't. This is a 98, so it's just a couple years after they came out.
Yeah, I gave it a 5 then, yeah. Up next we have comfort, and this thing is lowered, and I am a little big for it, but it's still a pretty smooth riding car. I'd give it a 7 out of 10 for comfort. The next category is quality. I've always really liked Audis. I mean, look at the body lines. I'd definitely give it like an 8.5 or an 8 out of 10 for quality. Practicality. What do you say? I don't know. Has it been pretty reliable, pretty practical?
Well, if you're a mechanic and you know how to fix things yourself, yeah, you're not gonna have much of an issue with this car. If you're an everyday individual who's just looking for a car to get them A to B, not exactly the car I'd recommend. If you get a V6 version, probably a lot less issues, but it's still a 1998 vehicle. You're gonna have the problems of a 28, 27-year-old car. Everything breaks.
Yeah, I wouldn't say any old German car is the most practical. It's more out of love for these things.
Yep. It's a labor of love keeping this thing going, but it's never left me stranded. I've had plenty of issues with it, but a lot of the issues due to me f***ing with it and tuning it, making it faster, so.
I'd probably give it another 5 or 6 for practicality, to be honest.
I mean, let's consider how unreliable compared to like a Honda Civic it is. Like,
Yeah.
I'd say probably like 3 out of 10. Like, it's practical. I took my groceries in this thing today. You know, I daily drive it.
Pretty big trunk.
It's not a vehicle you can't drive every day, but it's not a vehicle everybody can drive every day.
I feel like I'm just a not harsh judge. I like all cars.
You like a lot of cars.
And then we have value. I'd definitely say they're valuable though.
I'd say they're undervalued. I picked this up for $3,000 and very, very soon it's going to be making 300 all-wheel horsepower, so.
Yeah, this is less than $10,000 of cars right here. And look at them.
It's crazy how cheap these old German cars are, but nobody wants to deal with the issues of them, and those of us who do, well, we'll take advantage of that.
Yeah, I'd probably value it at like a 7 or an 8 just because of how cheap you can get them around here.
It's a lot of car for the money.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of car.
Turbo 4-cylinder, manual, all-wheel drive for $3,000. I mean,
A lot of car for the money.
The only other place you're getting that is like a WRX, and have fun with your head gaskets.
Like, what would that even cost new? Yeah, for a new
New
turbo
this
4-cylinder.
car, in today's money, I did the math. It was like $58,000 for this one. I have
Yeah,
the
like-
original window sticker at my house, and it was like $32,000 back in 1998, which is a lot today.
Yeah.
So the Audi had a total score of 65.5, putting it in 3rd place on my car ranking review. What would you rate differently? Do you have any experience with the Audi A4? And one note, the cars in 1st and 2nd place are my own, so I feel I'm a little bit biased.
Alright guys, and I have just finished editing this video up. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a couple month process, but it is all done. I've got merch in my bio. Like and subscribe. We're at like 1,100 subscribers. I still can't believe it sometimes. Shout out to all you guys. I hope you can see how hard I'm trying to get car content out every day, and also trying to build a community out here. If you've got a car in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis area, reach out to me and let's make a video. Thank you guys, and peace.